My name is Mr. Promise. Today I'll be taking you on biology, and the topic we are treating today is animal taxonomy. So let's get started. So animal taxonomy is a scientific system used to classify animals based on their evolutionary relationships and shared characteristics. Now, when I mean shared characteristics, I mean what those animals have in common. Now, let's say like we have goats and we have elephants. There's one thing they have in common, which is backbone. So let's go deep into what we have to discuss today. Now let's look at the hierarchy of this animal taxonomy. The first hierarchy we have is a kingdom. Now after the kingdom, we have the phylum. The phylum groups animals with similar body plans. Example, we have chordata, which includes animals with backbone, like I said before, or notochord. If you don't want to call it backbone, you can call it notochord. Now, going further, we have the class. The class is divided into groups of animals with similar characteristics, like I said initially. For instance, we have mammals, we have apes. Now, mammals are animals, for instance, humans. Why they are called mammals is because they breastfeed their young ones and they cater for their young ones. That is, they have parental care. Now, apes are those animals that have feathers rather than hairs. Mammals have hairs, while apes have feathers, like birds. Mammals have teeth, while apes have beak. So they don't have teeth, they have beak. Now, examples of apes are the peacock, the hen you have in your house, the birds that flies around the sky. They are all apes. Now, moving down to the order, which is another hierarchy, is the group of animals related to their families. For example, we have carnivorous when it comes to mode of feeding. We have animals that are carnivorous. We have animals that are omnivorous and herbivores. Now, this order helps you to classify these animals where they belong. For instance, carnivorous animals, lion, cats, animals that feed on flesh. Now, when we talk about the families, we're talking about how they are being related by genetic groups. For instance, we have Felida for cats. Now, all animals under Felida are known as the cat families. For instance, the lion, the cheetah, the leopard, you know them all. They're all animals in this Felida group family. Sorry. Now, when we talk about the genus are very close related species. Now, for instance, like we use Felida. Felida is the genus for this Felida is known as Panthera. So any animal that is under Felida is known as Panthera. For instance, we have lion. Lion is known as Panthera leo. All right, so that is the genus of lion. Now, looking at the last one, which is known as the species. Now, we use human beings as example. Now, human beings are also known as animals, but for instance, for the example now is that human beings are higher animals. So that is why we are known as Homo sapiens. So our species and our genus is Homo, while our species is sapien. So it means that we are intelligent. So that is why we are classified as Homo sapien. Now the classification or list of classification, for example, now I'll use lion as a clarified example, which is kingdom Animalia, and the phylum is Chordata. The class is Mammalia. The order here is Carnivora, which is it feeds on flesh. And the family here is Felida, meaning cat family. And the genus is Panthera, while the species is known as Panthera leo. So that's also how we have in human beings, which is we have human beings as kingdom Animalia, we have the phylum as Chordata, we have the class as order, we have the order of family, we have the family for humans as Homonida, and we have the genus as Homo, and we have the species as Panthera, as Sapien, meaning we are higher animals. So for a quick reminder, you should know that for you to classify the hierarchy of living organisms or animals, you should think about the kingdom, which is Animalia. We think about the phylum, think about the class, the order, the family, and the species. Thank you for being here with me. See you next time in my class.